Well, hello again. It's been a little bit, but I haven't really had a reason to celebrate. And with the removal of the gifting badge, I can't really exactly run contests and promise people stuff. However, tonight, and I say tonight because I'm recording it tonight, not because I know you're watching it tonight. Tonight, I have significant cause to celebrate. I have just squeaked by under the wire and defeated uncollected mode Thanos in the event quest. He was a true pain in the butt and by far the most difficult fight I've ever had in this game. And I feel like celebrating. So we're going to open 100 PHCs. And frankly, this is just an endorphin release victory rush for me because I don't care at all what's in these crystals. Not only will they not impact my game at all, but the best I'm going to get is some pretty pictures. But it is just so much fun to open crystals. I don't even know why that is. It's the same, maybe it's a gambler's high. I'm not actually risking anything. It's fun. Oh, and we're going to start off with a 3-star Aegon. Okay, awesome. That's a 3-star I didn't have before. That's pretty cool. Span that roster. I'm actually kind of running low on catalyst right now, so I probably won't rank them up right away. But you know, whew, those are all them 3 stars. Boy, oh boy! Every time I see Aegon sitting at the end there, I'm gonna be like, wait, what's going on? Why did I get 11 champs? Because he is always going to be there. And I will live with that. And holy cow, there's so many freaking offers. They've really ramped up the offer rate, as far as I can tell. I guess they've decided that's worth extra money. I don't really believe it. It's just kind of more annoying to me, honestly. I never bought them before, and I'm not going to buy them now. That's okay. That's okay. Let's just keep spinning here, see what we get. Please don't mind the weird buzzing noise in the background. My computer fan decided to have a spastic fit. If I'm really lucky, that won't be recorded, but I actually think my phone mic is decent enough. It does pick up. Hey, Bucky. How's your arm doing, buddy? Yep, still metal. Okay. Pop 10. Nothing exciting except for... Oh, look, Aegon... No, wait. And a bunch of those Max Sig dupes, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay. Are we done with the offers yet? Probably not. I mean, it's weird to call them an offer, because really, Command is just offering you the opportunity to spend money. Enticement, that's a better word. I'm going to call them enticement. That's actually really long. Nobody's going to sit through 3 syllables. I don't know, maybe they will. People are weird like that sometimes. Yeah, tough to keep things going when I don't have a contest to talk about. Let's talk about how ridiculously difficult Thanos was. It only took me probably 4 tries on Master Mode, but Master Mode is a lot easier because Uncollected Mode has over 500,000 health. Just bonkers. Hi, Tony. Go away, Tony. I mean, if it was just a straight fight with 500,000 health, it'd still be kind of annoying. Now, that's a lot of multiples. Look at that. I opened 10 crystals and got 6 champs. That's rare. Anyway, if Thanos was just a straight fight, it was just do 550,000 damage to him, I could deal with that. I'd be okay with that, honestly. Like, I'm not yet ready for a Labyrinth run, but, like, that doesn't seem impossible to me. But no, he's got to have, like, random BS mechanics and massive cutscenes that just interrupt you right in the middle of a fight. Like, I used hype for the first fight, the first phase. And so, right at 95%, he pulls out his first phase cutscene. Well, that usually happens when I'm right in the middle of a heavy. I'm like, yeah, no, you just kind of robbed me of a couple extra furies there. That's not nice. Plus, you know, if you spend most of your fights working in the mid phases and you're used to that introductory cutscene stopping you from doing anything right at the start of the fight, then when you have to reset and come into it fresh and he doesn't have a cutscene, you're just standing there and you get clobbered. That's kind of dumb. I did that. I'll admit it. I did weird, dumb stuff. A lot. Like, forgetting what phase I was in. That happened all the time. Like, I'd make it to phase 2, I'd be fighting around in phase 2, I'd die at like 32% or something stupid, and have to reset, and then I go into phase 1 and be like, oh, here comes his beam attack, I'm going to dodge backwards by swiping forwards, and you know, obviously then my face gets removed. So, there's an awful lot to keep track of in the fight. I really only actually made it to phase 3 twice, and the second time I got into phase 3 I actually managed to land some armor breaks on Thanos and do a little bit of damage. Kind of figured it out, so I said screw it, we're just going to go for it. Wound up spending some units, used all of the level 2 team revives I had saved up. Probably spent a little more units than I needed to on some health potions. Especially the first time I healed up, I didn't really know what I was going to be facing. Didn't realize that I sucked too badly to actually survive more than 2 Thanos L3s. So there really wasn't much point in having more than, you know, half health or whatever. So my next few team revives I used many fewer potions, and that was nice. Oh, we've unlocked the problems connected to network. That's my favorite kind of champion. Freaking jerks. Like, how hard is it to write code that doesn't lag your client's connection to the server when it does something you intend to do? I have a button here that opens 10 crystals at once. They coded that specifically. And then they never bothered to test if that would cause latency issues trying to communicate back to the client. Command is really bad at coding. So, yeah, phase 1 was actually probably the hardest one for me because the whole special intercepting thing, I really couldn't get down properly. I would spend a lot of time hammering a hard-fought special 1 into his block and then get a truck-sized face full of fist. Fist full of truck-sized face. Truck-sized fist to the face. Anyway, it hurt. And so I eventually gave up on that and brought in hype, which was the smartest thing I did during the entire series. And just abused his power game mechanics to rush me through phase 1 by spamming L3 as soon as Thanos fired at L1. Worked out pretty well, actually. And then when I was doing really well, I could even get him down usually to about 50% total health, so a good chunk of the way into phase 2 with hype. After watching Dave's video, shout out Dorky Diggity Dave, because all 3 people that are watching this video know who he is and it doesn't matter. he recommended Archangel, actually, for Phase 3. And I found that Archangel was, in fact, phenomenal for Phase 2, because he's not reflecting stuns anymore, and he's still stunnable for most of it, so I can really pile on the degen, and with his longer dash attack range, he was able to catch Thanos if he was dashing out early after an L2. I also discovered that the timing of the damage balls in the L2 really does matter quite a bit, because if it's on the next to last ball that you got to dodge, you can dodge a little earlier and get back in him in time to punish the special. If it's on the last ball, he has time to react. Just a tiny little component of the fight that I didn't see in any of the videos I watched. Granted, that was a total of 2, but you know. Oh, hey! Look at that! It's a 4-star Hulk! That's cool. I'm pleased. That's really neat. Oh, yes, he is maxed. Cool, cool, cool. Where is it? Show me. Scroll thing. There it is. Yes. 4-star max Sig Crystal. That's 275 5-star shards. That's awesome. So Phase 2 was usually Archangel, or if I really biffed it, I'd bring in Sparky to finish off. And when I say finish off, what I really mean is die horribly, followed by Gwenpool and Hulk dying horribly, me running out of champs and resetting the fight. But Archangel really did pretty good work when I was able to get him going. Having a friendly AI was probably the most important part of the whole fight, because an AI that is willing to just attack into you at a regular rate so you can trigger your parries and land heavies, super critical for both Hype and Archangel. Who'd have thought? The worst fights I had were when the AI would just stand there and glare at me and let my bleeds or furies tick down. That was really annoying, to be honest with you. But eventually, after a great deal of effort and anger, and I think I probably used 5 full refills just practicing, I eventually made it to Phase 3. And the first time I made it to Phase 3, I walked in and got kicked right back out, so that was fun. The second time, I started landing some intercepts, and honestly, the wall intercept mechanic, the 4-hit medium, light, and then dash back, dash forward, works really well because you know he's not going to intercept you with a special, because he's only going to use his L3. So you can just keep running that same pattern over and over again and landing your intercepts and doing big damage. And then when it comes time for an L3, it doesn't matter what you're doing because you've got your safeguard up. So, when I could get that going, it was really great. Getting the first hit in was a little tricky because first you had to survive his unstoppable period. Kind of interesting there. I noticed sometimes, like, the last quarter second of his unstoppable would get removed if you intercepted. But if you intercepted too early, no dice. So getting that going was the toughest part. Once I could actually get a rhythm, especially if I could survive the first L3 and get a second rhythm going, and then a quick intercept and an L3 of my own, I could do some decent damage. And I want to emphasize here, by decent damage, I mean like 4% of his health. I think my very best fight was Gwenpool. It did 6%. Usually it was either 3 or 4%, or literally no damage at all. Gotta tell you, really disheartening to go into a fight, do your best, get clipped once, come back out of the fight, and oh, you've done nothing. Thanks. Hey, speaking of thanks, Kabam, there's supposed to be a 2% drop rate for 4 stars and PHCs, and I got a 1% observed drop rate. So, way to beat my expectations there. At least I got a new 3-star. However, the celebration is not over, because completion got me enough shards for a 5-star. So we're just gonna pop that one too. Cause why not? And let me tell you, if I pull like a 5-star Beardo or something that would have been perfect for this fight, I'm gonna be a little cheesed off. I actually thought about bringing Beardo for a while, and I decided, well, he's only rank 3, I'm not gonna get a lot of value out of him. Then, about halfway into my decision to spend and get this kill down, I realized that, oh wait, his ability to nullify unstoppable buffs would actually come in great use for the part where Thanos gets an unstoppable buff. Yeah, that would have been the smart thing to do. But oh well. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, got a chump champ there, but at least it was a dupe, which means 275 6-star shards. Which is cool. But the other reason we're celebrating is because beating Thanos, not duping frickin' Netflix there, beating Thanos kicked me over the ledge to the 6-star crystal. Now, this is the one where we talk about what we want, right? Man, that crystal's really cool looking. All sharp and angular and big and dangerous. Things I do not want. I don't want yet another villain. I don't really want a dupe, because there's 5 6-stars right now, and a dupe will prevent me from getting another full arena team. Anybody I have except for Ant-Man, I really would be okay with a dupe. It's not like I'd be like, oh, well, that was a bad champ, and I'm not going to use him anymore, so the dupe is a waste. The dupe would still mostly be a waste, but, you know, Morningstar, Loki, Red Hulk, Sentinel, any of those would get better, and I do use them all, except for Morningstar, and I actually probably would use her. Or a Wasp. Okay. Now I have Ant-Man Wasp synergy. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like that's actually pretty solid. Let's check her out here. Wow, I didn't even think I'd get a relatively newer champ. That's cool. Look at that. 6 stars. That's 36 stars. Ha 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 ha. So, Wasp and Ant-Man is actually not a fantastic synergy. Kind of nice, but really very defensive. Oh, and armor rating, yay. Huh, yeah, you really kind of do need Ghost in that team to get anything beneficial out of it. Oh well, 2/3 of the Quantum Trinity as a 6-star is 2/3 of pretty decent. Of course, I am missing the linchpin, but that's okay. I have a brand new 6-star, which means 2 full arena teams, which is good news. Yeah, I'm pretty happy overall with how that turned out. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're not as cool as Magic. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble for way too long. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you have something to celebrate like I do. And I will see you next time.